I think RWBY Volume 6 Chapter 11 is better than RWBY Volume 5 Chapter 11. But because people immediately downvote the moment I say I think an episode is bad, I won't say that. Instead I'll say this episode was lame. I guess what happened? Well, the episode split into two parts. The fight against the Adlesian Adeptus Caligula Titanica, and the fight against Prince Zuko. No, not that one. The battle against this thing was bad. I'll be honest, it was really, really bad. And it's not that one big thing versus a bunch of little things can't be good. I mean, look at Players and Pieces. It's just that I don't feel like they took advantage of the size difference. Okay, first off, how fucking strong was Vernal? I mean, I know there's like a rock behind this ice chunk, but even the ice was not bothered by that big fucking thing, but Vernal just, whoop, done. I guess it doesn't matter because Vernal is fucking dead. What does matter is that Caroline is nice enough to give all the heroes time to come up with a strategy. That was awful kind of her. What's weird though is that this mech is horribly designed, or John's wrong. John thinks it's meant to fight against Big Grim, but that's a load of horse shit. First of all, literally anything makes this thing recoil from the impact. Not just characters who are strong like Crow and Nora, but a sniper rifle shot causes it to shake. What? Secondly, the Grim are known for being extremely fast and up close. Why would you put in shielding that works against range attacks but not melee, as opposed to the shielding from the Vital Festival that at least took some effort for the Nevermore to get through? The Grim are almost exclusively melee, with the exception of the Phaelong, and if you want to be extremely generous, the Necavali Scream, the Nevermore's Feathers, or the Lance's Hornet Stingers, they were all up close. And the only reason I see the shields as worthwhile is that they stop Geist from taking over the thing. In fact, did they ever consider that a Geist might take over one of these giant mech things? I think that'd be a slight problem seeing what they can do with fucking rocks. Also, this thing moves at the speed of a dementia-riddled grandmother with Parkinson's disease. It moves at the speed of a sarcophagus. Why? Wouldn't you want this changing of weapon type to be instantaneous? Like, quick, snappy, instant. You want it to be quick. Or just come in large hordes. I get that this thing can't be super fast, but could at least be as useful as Engel's from Nier Automata. He was slow, but you know what else he was? Really strong. His gun didn't take ages to charge. It only took a few seconds as opposed to fucking 10 fucking years. But you wanna know the two things in this battle I actually liked? The fact that Ren actually achieved something of worth in the series. This might actually be the first thing he's done that's legitimately useful. And Ren's reaction to their thing attacking Nora. He actually gives a shit about something for once. Yeah, Nora screaming about her man is nice and all, but Ren screaming about his girl is actually something not seen often in the series. I'm just confused though, are they supposed to be like a lover kind of couple right now? I mean, Volume 4's ending implied as much, but in Volume 5 I don't think they share a single line of dialogue, and in Volume 6 they've also done barely anything. Then Caroline throws a missile at Maria at the end. Then we get to the Blake and Adam fight, which was bad. It was really bad. I liked that they're using the environment creatively, but this is no Black Arachnia versus Dinobot 2. Because there's no tension and it makes no sense. In the head of the battle, we have a character who thinks highly of herself and fights with skill against a legitimate threat, and one of the strongest characters in the cast who was latently having the skill of what's essentially combat Jesus. There was a real tension, and in the end Black Arachnia loses and Silverbolt has to come save her. In this battle, we have a character who previously showed confidence and a lack of care about Adam's strength, running away from the guy who we know she can defeat in one hit. So, where's the tension? Seriously, I can't find any. Why is Blake running now? She went from running to confident in herself to running again. Also, how predictable is this? Adam takes off his mask to show his eyes, which I called. Yang came to save Blake, which everyone called. Yang weaponized Bumblebee. Adam would moonslice Yang, but Yang would block with a metal arm and be fine. Everyone called those things. If Yang's shaking came up, it would be dealt with immediately with no negative repercussions. Yup, everyone called that too. On the other side, the one thing that I thought was impressive was the fight between Yang and Adam. At least until the end. Ignoring that both Blake and Adam are Faunus, and only Blake heard the bite coming, though all Faunus are supposed to have enhanced hearing, this fight is actually quite well done. The choreography is good, the animation is surprisingly good, the effects and sound design are good, there's a really good trading of back and forth on who has the upper hand, and I call this a good fight if these characters are meant to be equals. Adam and Yang are not supposed to be equals no matter how you look at it. Yang and Blake are supposed to be equals, but Adam is either the terrifying beast that's stronger than Blake, or the weak little bitch that Blake one-shot. Seriously, how did Yang not instantly kill him with one hit if Blake can leave him crying on the floor like a baby? Also, you know what fucking pisses me off? Blake has to go explaining the moon slice, even though that was one of the only things in RWBY that was shown and not told. I mean, we all understood it. Even before it was mentioned, everyone knew how it worked. They knew that RWBY... I thought that RWBY had done something legitimately good. And they fucked it all up by thinking we're a bunch of 10-year-old fucking morons who can't put two and two together. Then Yang and Blake make up, and there's no longer any tension or shaking arm, even though neither of those things have been even slightly prevalent or impacted anything whatsoever. So there's the episode. Was it good? No. Was it bad? Yes. Am I happy it's better than Volume 5, Chapter 11? Damn right. And that's all I really wanted. I just wanted them to get past Chapter 11 without making me swell with hate. I don't care that this episode is not good. That's not what I wanted. I wanted an episode better than the more the merrier. And if you want my full opinions on Chapter 11 of Volume 5, I did a whole video on the ending of RWBY Volume 5 that I'll link in the description. Be warned though, I was not as fair or understanding as in this one. I really screamed and got really angry. I needed to let some hate out. This one I at least gave some compliments where I thought it was earned. Bye now. And ignoring that both Blake and Adam are faunus and only Blake heard the